I'm gonna run, run, run.
Hey there, folks. This is your Bad Couch Guru, Lynn Limburg, and I gotta tell you, personally, I hate treadmills. Do you? Do you like treadmills? I don't. I hate them. But just because I don't like treadmills, and just because I am lucky enough to live in a place where I feel safe walking outside, does not for 1 second mean that you should not try a treadmill or do treadmills or any of that in a gym or in your home or whatever. So Treadmill 101 this one is for folks who are thinking of trying a treadmill in a gym or thinking of purchasing a treadmill for your home. So here we go. In just a couple minutes or less, here is the 101 of treadmills and my perspective on it, just from talking to thousands of people in all kinds of gyms and situations everywhere. The folks that I have found that actually use treadmills at home typically fall into two camps. The first camp are folks who have big goals like marathon goals or half marathon goals, and they see themselves as runners. They self-define as a runner, and they either live in an environment where it's not safe to run, or they live in an environment where it's too cold or dark too much of the time to run. And so that is one group of people that I do see successfully using treadmills. But I got to tell you, the second anybody gets good enough running to be putting in miles, that group of people stereotypically, usually, not everyone, typically gets themselves outside as soon as they can because it's just mentally way, way easier. The second group of people I find that do really well with treadmills are walkers and beginner walkers, especially folks who have a compelling reason why they can't leave the home. So they've got, either their kids are at home and the only time that they get on a treadmill is in the morning before the kids wake up. And so that works for them. Or I know a woman who has a treadmill in her basement with no windows, and she loves it because it's private. So those are the two groups. The group that fails the most is the group that says, hey, I need to get in shape, so I'm going to go and buy a treadmill, so that's how I'll do my exercise. If that is you, don't buy a treadmill. It would be better for you to join a gym and give a treadmill a try. And start by just walking on these treadmills. And if you do buy one, don't buy one. Well, you know what? Don't let me tell you what to do. I was about to say, don't buy a brand new one. Don't pay full price. Always buy a treadmill secondhand somewhere, because people are always buying them thinking they'll use them and then selling them for cheap. So you could do that too, is buy one pretty cheap for secondhand. Now, what I want you to do today is, if you're thinking you want a treadmill, I want you today to start shopping for one, or to go to a gym and get on one today, right now, today. And if for any reason you have a hesitation or something that comes up and you say to yourself, no, I can't, and here's why. Ding. Yeah, there you go. That's a warning sign. And day after day, think to yourself, would I actually get on it today? Would I actually get on it today? And after a while, if you realize like, oh gosh, I like the idea of owning and having been on a treadmill, but I don't know if I actually like being on one. That's how you're going to discover that. And that's how you're going to save yourself some bucks on a big, heavy, expensive, clunky piece of equipment that's just going to collect dust in your house. Now, with that said, the fact that I do not like treadmills, for myself, I actually have one and I use it quite often, and I'll tell you about that tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Exercise should not be dreadful, but getting off the couch, we know, is the hardest exercise of all. Did you know that Couch to Active has an app? It's the easiest way to keep track of and follow the Couch to Active podcast. So head on over to your app store, and it doesn't matter whether you're on an iPhone, a tablet, or an Android device. Search for Couch to Active, that's T-O Active. Download the app and check it out. Bye-bye now.